It was Meghan who leaked all those rumors that William was having an affair with Rose Hanbury.
I've heard all of that, um, that Meghan is the one that instigated this.
Oh, well, they just went there. Maureen Callahan and Kinsey Schofield going public on these long reported rumors, which I can tell you, I believe to be true.
To tackle something deeply troubling. Once again, we're seeing Meghan Markle's name dragged into sensational headlines, this time by Maureen Callahan and Kinsey Schofield, who are peddling the baseless claim that Meghan leaked rumours about Prince William and Rose Hanbury. Now let me be crystal clear, these are rumours, nothing more. They are not facts, they are not proven, and yet here we are watching so-called royal experts profit off Meghan's name by attaching her to scandal. It's unkind, it's unethical, and it's got to stop. In journalism, evidence is everything, yet none exists to support the claim against Meghan Markle. No sources, no documents, no credible testimony, just speculation. The accusation relies on assumptions about Meghan's motives, not facts. This isn't journalism, it's character assassination. Responsible reporting demands proof, not conjecture. If there were real evidence, emails, insider testimony, a digital trail, it would have surfaced. Instead, we get a chain of maybes and what-ifs. The burden of proof lies with the accuser, not Meghan. Without evidence, the story is just noise, damaging but baseless. This isn't about truth, it's about controversy and clicks. Let's start with what Maureen Callahan and Kinsey Schofield actually did. They went public with the suggestion, not proof, not evidence, just suggestion, that Meghan was somehow behind whispers about William and Rose Hanbury. Think about that for a second. They're tying Meghan, who has already endured years of racist and sexist abuse from the British press, to a story that has nothing to do with her. Why? Because Meghan's name gets clicks. Meghan's name sells papers. Meghan's name guarantees engagement on YouTube and social media, and these commentators know it. They're not providing journalism, they're manufacturing drama. They are profiting off a woman's pain and reputation. In today's media, attention equals profit, and Meghan Markle's name guarantees both. Linking her to old rumours revives fading gossip, creating a new controversy for clicks and revenue. Her identity becomes a commodity, used to lure audiences regardless of the story's substance. Outrage and curiosity drive engagement, which is then monetized. The cycle feeds itself. More negative stories mean more profit, so the coverage never stops. Meghan isn't being reported on, she's being exploited. This isn't public interest, it's a business model built on sensationalism. The media's focus on her is manufactured, not organic. It's a system that values profit over people. The media's gaze upon Meghan Markle has always been markedly different from its treatment of other members of the British royal family. From the very beginning, Meghan has been subjected to a level of scrutiny and suspicion that seems reserved just for her. Every gesture, every word, and every appearance is analysed under a harsh spotlight, with headlines often painting her in a negative light. While other royals are often given the benefit of the doubt, Meghan finds herself at the centre of relentless critique, her intentions constantly questioned and her actions dissected in minute detail. This pattern of coverage is not new. It has persisted since Meghan's relationship with Prince Harry first became public. Even before she officially joined the royal family, the media's double standard was clear. Stories that might be considered trivial or even ignored when involving other royals are magnified when Meghan is involved, turning minor incidents into major scandals. The relentless focus on her has created an environment where she is constantly under siege, with little room for error or misunderstanding. This double standard predates the current rumour, colouring coverage since her relationship with Prince Harry began. The media's narrative has often been shaped by preconceived notions and stereotypes, making it difficult for Meghan to be seen as anything other than an outsider. For other royals, stories that barely make a ripple in the news can become full-blown scandals when Meghan is involved. The contrast is stark and undeniable. Take, for example, the original rumour involving Prince William and Rose Hanbury. When that story broke, the media handled it with notable caution, often downplaying or sidestepping the details. But the moment Meghan's name became associated with the narrative, the coverage intensified dramatically, reigniting the rumour and shifting the focus onto her alleged involvement or scheming. Suddenly, the conversation was less about the original rumour and more about Meghan's supposed role, revealing a targeted bias that singles her out time and again. This pattern of treatment isn't really about Meghan's actions at all. Instead, it's about who she is, an outsider, a woman of colour, and someone who doesn't fit the traditional mould of the royal institution. The media's relentless focus on her differences has only served to reinforce her outsider status. In a truly fair and balanced media landscape, every member of the royal family would be held to the same standards, regardless of their background or personal history. Until that happens, the unequal gaze of the media will continue to shape public perception in ways that are anything but impartial. Behind every headline is a real person, Meghan Markle included. The constant negative press and rumours have a real human cost, inflicting psychological harm. Prince Harry has spoken about the toll this has taken on Meghan's mental health. Public shaming on a global scale leads to anxiety, depression and isolation. Media outlets often ignore the consequences, focusing on profit over decency. Words have power, and using them to attack has real effects. We must look past the caricature and see Meghan as a person, a wife, mother and advocate. Ignoring her humanity for a sensational story is a failure of empathy. Compassion should come before entertainment. It's time for a shift in how we treat public figures. For too long we've allowed headlines and sensational stories to shape our perceptions, forgetting that behind every public persona is a real human being with feelings, hopes and vulnerabilities. The way we talk about and engage with these individuals matters more than we realise. We must see Meghan Markle as a person, not just a character in a royal drama. She is more than the sum of the stories written about her. She is a mother, a wife, a friend, and someone who has faced extraordinary challenges in the public eye. When we look past the headlines, we find someone striving to make a positive impact, both within her family and in the wider world. Journalists and commentators have a responsibility to report with fairness and integrity. Their words can shape public opinion and even influence the course of someone's life. Ethical journalism means digging deeper, questioning sources and resisting the urge to sensationalize for clicks or ratings. It's about telling the full story, not just the most dramatic parts. As media consumers, we can choose to support evidence-based reporting over gossip. We have the power to demand accuracy and compassion from the outlets we follow. By being mindful of what we read and share, we can help shift the culture away from rumor and speculation and toward truth and understanding. By refusing to participate in the pile-on, we foster a culture of respect. It starts with small actions, choosing not to spread negativity, standing up for fairness, and remembering that our words have weight. When we support one another, we create a safer, kinder environment for everyone, public figure or not. This isn't just about Meghan. It's about the world we want to create. A world where empathy and understanding are valued over judgment and division. Where we recognise the humanity in everyone, regardless of their status or the stories told about them. Here's the bottom line. Meghan doesn't owe anyone her silence, she doesn't owe anyone her suffering, and she sure as hell doesn't deserve to be used as clickbait for rumours she had nothing to do with. So, the next time you hear Callahan or Schofield spouting this nonsense, remember, it's not news, it's not fact, it's just hearsay, monetised, and Meghan Markle deserves so much better. I'm Adrian, this is Meghan and Harry Tales. Hit that like button, subscribe, and let's keep calling out the hypocrisy. Because Meghan deserves fairness, she deserves respect, and she deserves peace.